Rishabha, also known as Adinatha, is the traditional founder of Jainism. He was the first of the 24 tīrthaṅkaras to the first karas or ford makers, teachers who established the Jain teachings. According to legends, he belonged to the Ikshvaku dynasty of ancient Ayodhya. His son was believed to be the first chakravartin. Rishabha is also known as Rikhava and is sometimes called Rishabha of Kosala. Historicity: Jains traditionally trace their history through a succession of 24 propagators of faith known as tīrthaṅkaras to the first kara. These tīrthaṅkaras to the first kara have legendary accounts of their life. Parava is the earliest tīrthaṅkaras to the first kara who can be reliably dated. He lived in the 9th century BCE. Tradition says that Mahavara's parents followed his teachings. However, the current knowledge about the history of India is not enough to say whether Parava decisively founded the Jain religion or not. In this regard, Hermann Jacobi, a noted Indologist, writes, "There is nothing to prove that Parshva was the founder of Jainism." Jain tradition is unanimous in making Rishabha, the first tīrthaṅkara, as its founder, and there may be something historical in the tradition which makes him the first tīrthaṅkara. Some contemporary historians are of the opinion that there exists some link between Rishabha and the Indus Valley civilization. However, these mentions of Rishabha in the Vedas have multiple interpretations. There is no conclusive evidence of him founding Jainism in Vedic literature. Rishabha was, however, worshipped as the first tīrthaṅkara to the first kara and the founder of Jainism from the 4th or 3rd century BCE. In literature, there is mention of Rishabha in Hindu scriptures, including the Purana. The Bhagavata Purana states that the 8th incarnation was King Rishabha, son of King Nabi and his wife Maradevi. In this incarnation the Lord showed the path of perfection, which is followed by those who have fully controlled their senses and who are honored by all orders of life. In the Skanda Purana it is stated that Rishabha was the son of Nabi, and Rishabha had a son named Bharata, and after the name of this Bharata, this country is known as Bharatavarsha. Rishabha also finds mention in Buddhist literature. It speaks of several Jaina tīrthaṅkara which includes Rishabha along with Padmaprabha, Chandraprabha, Pushpadanta, Vimalnatha, Dharmanatha and Neminatha. A Buddhist scripture named Tamotara Pratapa mentions Rishabha as an apta. The Ayodhya Purata I, a 10th century Kannada language text by the poet Adhikavi Pampa, written in Shampoo style, a mix of prose and verse and spread over 16 cantos, deals with the 10 lives of Rishabha and his 2 sons. The life of Rishabha is also given in Mahapurana of Janeshana. Legends: Rishabha was born to Nabi Raja and Marudevi at Ayodhya before human civilization was much developed. People were primitive and illiterate and he taught them agriculture, tending of animals, cooking, poetry, painting, sculpture and similar arts. He introduced Karma Bhumi, the institution of marriage, ceremony of cremating the dead and festivals in honor of gods like Indra and Naga came into existence. He introduced a total of 72 sciences which includes arithmetic, the plastic and visual arts, the art of love-making, singing and dancing. He taught people how to extract sugarcane juice. The name for the Ikshvaku dynasty comes from the word Ikhsu because of this event. His kingdom was kind and gentle and he is credited with transforming a tribal society into an orderly one. Like any tīrthaṅkara and other legendary figures of Indian history, he too was a great warrior with great strength and body. However, he never needed to show his warrior aspect. Rishabha is known for advocating non-violence. He was one of the greatest initiators of human progress. Rishabha had 2 wives. One of them was Snanda and the other is given different names, Yasaswati, Nanda and Sumangala, in different texts. He had 100 sons and 2 daughters. Among these, Snanda was the mother of Bahubali and Sundari whereas Sumangala was the mother of Bharat and Brahmi. Bharata, Rishabha's eldest son, was a chakravartin who later attained moksha and hence is worshipped as a siddha by the Jains. India was named Bharatavarsha or Bharata after him. Rishabha gave his kingdom to his 2 sons Bharata and Bahubali. Bharata received the northern half of his kingdom with Ayodhya as the capital, whereas Bahubali received the southern half with the city Podnapa. He then became an ascetic. His aim was to cause less harm to others and keep no possessions. Some of the scriptures mention that a nymph named Nilanjana was sent by Indra for the purpose of awakening Rishabha to renounce the world. Nilanjana was one of the favorite dancers of Rishabha. Indra staged the dancer's sudden death in order to awaken Rishabha and make him preach Jainism. The sudden fatal death of Nilanjana gave Rishabha a desire for renunciation. Rishabha was the first human to attain enlightenment. He traveled far and wide and preached Jainism. He had his first alms as an ascetic in the town of Hastinapur. Jains celebrate this event on the third day of bright fortnight of the month Vaishakha. While traveling, he came across a mountain named Ashtapada, which is famously known as Mount Kailash. Gods created a divine preaching hall known as Samavasarana at this mountain for Rishabha. He attained liberation on Mount Kailasa at the age of 84 lakh purva. His preachings were recorded in 14 scriptures known as purva. Iconography. Rishabha is usually depicted in lotus position or Kayatsaga, a standing posture of meditation. The distinguishing mark of Rishabha is his long locks of hair which fall on his shoulders and an image of a bull in his sculptures. His paintings usually depict various important events of his legend. Some of these include his marriage and the Hindu god Indra marking his forehead. He is shown presenting a bowl to his followers and teaching them the art of pottery, painting a house, weaving textile. The visit of his mother Marudevi is also shown extensively in painting. Notes. References: Rankin, Aidan. Many-Sided Wisdom, A New Politics of the Spirit. John Hunt Publishing. ISBN A9781846942778. Ties, Kurt. Jainism, A Pictorial Guide to the Religion of Non-Violence. Motilal Banarsidass. ISBN A9788120815346. Jain, Kailash Chand. Lord Mahavira and His Times. Motilal Banarsidass. ISBN A9788120808008,058. Court, John E. Framing the Jaina. Oxford University Press. ISBN A9780195385021. Shah, Amok and P. Jain Rupa Mandana. New Delhi. ISBN A81-7017-218-7. Jain, Jyotindra. Fisher, Aberard. Jaina Iconography. ISBN A90-04-05260-7. Chappell, Christopher, Nonviolence to Animals, Earth, and Self in Asian Traditions, SUNY Press, ISBN A978-0-7914-9877-4. Chatterjee, Ramananda, The Modern Review 52, Prabhasi Press Private, Limited. Jain, Champatri. Rishabhadeva, the founder of Jainism. K. Mitra, Indian Press, Allahabad, Roychitari, P.C. Jainism in Bahur. Patna, Sangave, Villas Adinath. Facets of Jainology, Selected Research Papers on Jain Society, Religion, and Culture. Mumbai, Popular Prakashan. ISBN A81-7154-839-3. Mittal, J.P. History of Ancient India, from 7300 BC to 4250 BC. Atlantic Publishers and Ist. ISBN A978-81-269-0615-4. Gupta, Gyan Sarup, India, From Indus Valley Civilization to Mauryas, Concept Publishing Company, ISBN A978-81-7022-763-2. Shah, Natubhai, Jainism, The World of Conquerors, Motilal Banarsidass, ISBN A978-81-208-1938-2A.